Bernard Tuffin is with the Family Action South Africa. Family Action South Africa is a group associated or aligned in some way with the church, with the Catholic Church.
The organization and its writings and all our works are underpinned by a Catholic ethos, certainly.
And why have you applied your mind to expropriation of land without compensation?
Well, in essence, our organization obviously is a broad platform to deal and comment on, most things affecting our country, the future, the world, the church, etc., etc. So we would obviously see things like the notion of the abolition of property very much in a religious sense, very much a religious and moral issue. So, that basically be it. The two of the commandments deal directly with property. Thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's goods. So it's very much within our domain to discuss these issues and their ramifications for society at large, for the family institution, and for all things we hold dear. The great danger that we're facing in the country is the enshrining of things within a constitution, principles, which are not easy to retract upon. In establishing EWC as a policy in the constitution, it enshrines, in a sense, theft on a national basis, almost an institutionalized theft. It simply cannot be allowed. It's simply unnecessary. We don't need that in the country. And the ramifications in terms of whoever might be in power at any particular point, a hostile government or whoever, can play on a principle like that and really extract the worst possible scenarios out of it. I would be, frankly, very surprised if the EFF did not back that amendment in Parliament when it comes up for debate. And when the actual legislation is put forward to give meat to this constitutional amendment, that the radical proposals which have been mooted here and there will not actually be fulfilled and take fruit. The idea is then to really awaken, let's say, awareness and concern in the country as to actually what these concepts are. I find people pretty almost ignorant, really, in a way, or not wanting to really delve into them, not to apply their minds to discuss, to think of what our rights are, of what the potential catastrophe should be, should the most radical consequences of that legislation play out. One can only hope and pray that it doesn't become some sort of generalized takeover and of lands. There was a very interesting article written recently by Trevor Manuel, you probably saw that one, in which he outlined that the whole process of land reform in the country was proceeding generally according to plan and according to the current projected goals, etc., of the government, and that in fact what is being pushed now is actually unnecessary.